With Hazbin Hotel having finally released and giving myself a couple weeks for everything to settle, I thought I'd make a video ranking all the songs in Season 1. There's 16 songs in total, so I'll go episode by episode and rank them from S tier to D tier, S being my personal favourites and D being awful. I'll start off by saying the soundtrack was very good, so expect a lot of high rankings. I'll have some concluding thoughts at the end as well. The first song of the series is Happy Day in Hell. Sung by Charlie, this song serves as an intro to the musical theming of the series. In my opinion, it's alright. We got early access to the song and it sounded decent, but I feel like compared to the rest, it's not as memorable or catchy. It does get referenced in several other songs though, which is nice. This one goes in B tier, not a bad start to the series. Up next is Hell is Forever. This is Adam's first song and it's great. Adam's voice actor Alex Brightman put a lot of characterization in your voice as well, so it really fits. It's got catchy lyrics and rhymes well, meaning it gets stuck in your head immediately after a first listen. I absolutely adore this song and its lyrics. The animation as always is incredible and flows well with the song. My favourite part is his guitar solo. Great song, best out of the two in episode 1, it's going in A tier. Episode 2 starts off with a banger. Stayed Gone is easily one of the best songs in the entire series. I just adore everything about it. Despite it being less than 3 minutes, it manages to thoroughly establish Vox and Alistair's dynamic and ongoing power struggle. Plus, it's extremely catchy. I think this song alone made people fall in love with Alistair and Vox. Stayed Gone goes in S tier and is my second favourite song in the entire series. The final song of episode 2 is It Starts With Sorry. Similarly to Happy Day in Hell, I don't think this song was bad, but so many of the other songs are absolute bangers, and this one doesn't really stand out to me. It's a fun little song between Charlie and Pentious, it's cozy and goes in B tier. On to episode 3 we have Respectless. I like this one. Velvet was surprisingly entertaining. I didn't like her accent at first, but it quickly grew on me and this song is super catchy. The parts with Zestial and Carmilla are my favourites. It's short, sweet, and quickly introduces the dynamic of the Overlords. It's good, A tier for this one. Next is Whatever It Takes. I'm not a fan. It felt a little jarring and kicked in too fast after Respectless. It feels a little out of place, and Vaggy's voice actor sounds almost like a different person in this one. The general consensus from fans is that this one is pretty weak as well. It goes in D tier. Moving to episode 4 we have Poison, which is probably the most controversial song out of the entire list. It's down to personal preference, but I enjoy it and I feel like it tackled the themes well without glamorizing it. However, I do completely understand why people dislike it. Prior to the release of the show, this song along with Happy Day in Hell were released early and I listened to them a lot. However, now not so much, because there's other songs that are more replayable. It tackles Angel's abuse, job and role in the hotel. It's decently catchy and memorable. Poison goes in B tier. Next is Loser Baby, and this one is another banger. Husk and Angel's duet is just perfection. I was already a fan of Husker Dust prior to the show's full release, but I think for myself and many others this song sealed the deal and elevated the pair up so much. The lyrics are wonderful and the mix of Blake's jokes with Husk's serious demeanour complement the track so much. The song demonstrates the connection between both characters, being that they're in contracts they're stuck in and want out of. However, they don't lose hope because they have each other. Beautiful song, easy S tier. Episode 5 starts off with my personal favourite song in the entire show, Hell's Greatest Dad. It contains a bunch of sick references, like Spinel's song from Steven Universe, Genie's song in Aladdin, and some electro swing. Alistair and Lucifer are fantastic characters, so to see them battle it out was delightful. At the end, Mimsy barges in and interrupts the song. A lot of people actively dislike her and the song because of this. Personally, I don't mind, but I can see why fans dislike this part. Basically, Lucifer and Alistair looked like they were going to have a massive fight, but Mimsy jumped in and it diffused the situation. However, since Mimsy's part is so radically different from Alistair and Lucifer's, I feel like at that specific section is when fans click off or restart the song. Regardless, I love Lucifer's energy, Alistair's witty remarks, and the fantastic visuals. Amazing song, easy S tier, and my favourite song in the entire series. Finishing off episode 5 is More Than Anything. I don't think it was possible for it to live up to Hell's Greatest Dad, but I still like this one. The voices of Charlie and Lucifer are so beautiful and there's a ton of emotion conveyed. It's probably the most emotional piece out of the entire list, so you'll almost be at the verge of tears by the end of it. The symbolism is crazy throughout the song too, like Lucifer literally lifting Charlie up, supporting her dreams, and the two finally understanding each other. Great song, A tier for this one. Moving into episode 6, we have my least favourite song, Welcome to Heaven. Right off the bat, the main issue is it doesn't really do anything. The story of the song is that heaven is great, but we don't need a song for that. It doesn't develop Emily or Sarah, and I think it would have been way better if one of them sung it and it featured additional lyrics. It doesn't move the plot along either. Added to this, Hazbin has 16 songs and a lot of plot. Welcome to Heaven is filler in a musical that doesn't have room for filler. It took up the place for any number of different tracks that could have been far more compelling and memorable. This song is just wasted potential, so it goes in D tier. Next is You Didn't Know. In my original review of the episode, I said I didn't like this song because it felt like normal dialogue and could have been an actual scene. Well, after being exposed to it over 100 times thanks to TikTok, I really like this one. It's hard to pick a favourite segment, but I reckon the Lute and Adam's part is the best. Welcome to Heaven fell a bit flat, whereas You Didn't Know both progresses the story and also sets up plot points that will be important for the rest of the series. Great song, A tier. With 4 songs to go, we're approaching the end of the series. Out for Love is next, and overall I don't mind this one. It's quite catchy and has fun lyrics. At a first glance, you might think this song doesn't matter much narratively. However, after some reflection, this song conveys the dynamic between Vaggie and the rest of the cast. Vaggie learned from her mistakes, and this helped her in her battle with Lute. Carmilla warned her about the importance of playing it safe and using an angelic weapon, which contrasts well against Alistair, who did none of these things, and as a result lost to Adam. Fun beat, catchy chorus, I really like Carmilla. This goes in B tier. The last song of episode 7 is Ready for This. I expected this one to be better and felt a bit disappointed. The trailer built it up as a really great song, and I loved the start and end of it, but the middle felt a little underwhelming. It's definitely fun, and it was nice seeing Charlie, Rosie, Alistair and the cannibals sing, but I just feel like something is missing. It's marginally better than Welcome to Heaven and Whatever It Takes, but only by a bit. I'm putting it in C tier. And now we're on to the final 2. More Than Anything is a reprise between Charlie and Vaggie. I adore it. It's only a minute long, but just like the original one with Lucifer, this song is extremely emotional. Vaggie and Charlie are a delightful couple, and we've seen them grow closer to each other throughout the series. This song is the culmination of that, and at the very end we're rewarded with the kiss. Super sweet duet, although not as replayable as the others, it more than makes up for that in atmosphere and memorability. Beautiful song, A tier for this one. And finally, we're on to the last song in the series, which is suitably called Finale. I adore this one, and it's one of my favourites. It includes callbacks to previous tracks, especially Happy Day in Hell. Charlie started off the series with her upbeat song about her dream, and this rendition is her finally achieving that goal. It's cute seeing the cast rebuild the hotel, and it's clear how much they've all grown as characters throughout the 8 episodes. The song just gets better as it goes on, with my favourite segment being Vox and Valentino's duet. This segment in particular is like an earworm. It's lived rent-free in my head for weeks at this point. Alistair's segment illuminates his role in the series, while also dropping huge lore information which will be relevant in season 2. This song is the perfect balance of a catchy melody, great visuals, plot progression, and it's just so much fun. S tier and my 3rd favourite song of the series. So there we have it. That's all of season 1's songs ranked. As you can see from the tier list, my favourite song is Hell's Greatest Dad, followed by Stayed Gone. Finale is 3rd and Loser Baby is 4th. My 2 least favourite songs are Welcome to Heaven and Whatever It Takes. Personally, I like the soundtrack a lot more than season 1 or 2 of Hell of a Boss. But similarly to Hell of a Boss, I don't think there was a single bad song in the entire soundtrack, just that the bottom 2 are wasted potential and felt a little weak compared to the rest. So that's everything. If you agree with my ranking or have any thoughts of your own, I'd love for you to leave them in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.